Hello, welcome. Uh, we are going to continue working on my library for my guild hall. So let's get into it. We are loaded up with inks and dyes and stuff, so we should be ready to go. I don't have as many Tesla coils as I probably need for everything I plan to do, but may not get to all that today, so that's fine. Ignore all this. This is all work in progress. Alright, so this is what we did yesterday. We got all this working. I think it looks great. I'm loving it. So, let's continue. We'll move my platform out of the way. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to make a, like, side area over here. I was planning on actually doing this completely differently. And I realized as I was walking in earlier, just to kind of like look at it and marvel at this creation that I made, because I'm really happy with it, that I had actually been planning to put the windows at like an angle on the sides, and they were going to go from like the floor to the ceiling. Obviously, that's not what happened. And so now we're having to completely redesign my plan. Not sure why the dog's barking. He was doing this last night too. Like as soon as I started recording, he started barking, but he wasn't barking before then. So I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't bark the whole time, because obviously you guys probably don't want to hear that. Okay, so I have to do these bookcases differently, and I'm not sure how we're gonna do them. But I don't think I want them sunken into the floor like that. Like the way they're going to be if I put this platform up here. Yeah, if I make this big enough, I could hide the bottoms of this. So what my plan is, I saw somebody else do this and I stole the idea. I'm stealing the idea. I need to turn this around. Sink this into the floor. We can cut that off like that. And then let's go all the way out here. Well, oh, you know what I can do? I can just put something along the edge here to hide that. Like a beam. Yeah, that looks nice. That actually looks really good. this out a little. Or rather than pull this out, just push that back. There we go. That looks pretty nice. What size did I make this? 150. Did I eat one? Did I lose one? Yeah, I lost a couple. Actually, we can probably use another one. I'm gonna get sick of this housing music. I think I need to put something else on. But I can't listen to it on stream. And if I put on music I like, I'm gonna sing to it. Question, do we pull this out farther? So that I can have this on here like this. I don't want it hanging off, you know, like I don't want it hanging off the edge here, but I also need to cover this. Do I sink this in? Guess I can probably get away with just having 2 of these. Big are these books? Pretty big. Because I can't pull this out much further. So I think I've gotta... I have to do something else right here. I don't think I can get away with. Maybe a sconce or something? I don't know. I don't want that much to show. Potentially move this wall forward. I don't know if that's what I want to do though. I'd kind of rather have the wall there, yeah. This here. That, like this. So I would need something to cover all of this. See how this will work. Yeah, and I don't like that these aren't perfect rectangles, perfect squares. See what I mean? I don't like that they curve inward. I don't know why they made that decision. It does make them harder to build with. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. So maybe we can, in a way that I hate it, or I like it more. Oh. Hello, welcome. I forgot to turn on the recording, so we've been doing a little bit of work. We moved this. We're starting to work on this little wall here. And right now I'm trying to cover up a section here that I don't like. Man, the Twitch bots are wild. There's so many of them. I don't think that looks too bad. It looks intentional, at the very least. Let's see what happens if I bump this up a little. And this up. Pull this up. Because I want it to go up to the next floor. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks alright. I don't like this, but I think I would have to pull it out way further to hide that. I mean, I guess I could, nothing's stopping me. And move this forward. Move this forward. Alright, what do we think? I think it looks pretty good, actually. One of our bookcases is a lot bigger than the other. Yeah, there we go. Now they're the same size. I'm debating if I want them to be this big, or if I want to use extra ones. How much... book. They use 5 apiece. Alright, we'll leave them big. We'll fill this space with big ones. What do you quote me on that? Alright, back to my wall. There we go. Where am I gonna put my stairs? Here, maybe? Maybe right here. I kind of don't want them like up against the wall. Because I want that to kind of be an end piece. Okay, this is... what size? 200%. Alright. Goodness. There we go. That was annoying. How far into the wall did I have that? I think I haven't realized. Maybe I need to flip this. Oh, flipping it doesn't do anything. That's just the way it's designed. Oh, I love that. I definitely know I don't. It is what it is. I don't know if I like this. I really liked it where I saw it done. It looked really good. But I don't... although it fits with the stone vibe here. So maybe I should keep using it because it kind of really looks intentional that way. Touch. Make them kiss. Delete this one. Alright, depending where I'm gonna put my stairs. I'm gonna leave that kind of undone right now. Of half done because I need to figure out what my seating in here is going to look like. I wanted it to be recessed, but with that the way it is, I kind of can't recess it. Because this would then have to be on the same level. I don't really want floor windows. So I think the recessed idea has to go. Which is a shame, because I really liked it. That, or... I want this just out of the way. I don't want to see it. It being... I liked it being another color, so I would always know which one it was, but it being another color is throwing off my vibe. Well, there is an option. We're gonna pretend like this isn't way too high coming out the gate. Throw down like a rug. Any rug, it doesn't matter. Then something like I'm not sure that this is going to be permanent the way I'm doing this. This is a proof of concept. Even see if I like the way this looks before I invest energy and time and decor budget. And then this would be like stepped down. So there would still be this area. It goes down like this. I don't know if I like it. But if I don't do that, then I have to do something else. Right. Actually, let's not erase it all yet. Let's, actually, yeah, let's erase it. I'm erasing platforms I'm literally just about to put back down. I know I'm going to. I can't have these stairs here because I need stairs going up. They're gonna go up here. Because this is gonna be a thing. Like here. Ish. So these have to move. We're gonna put them here. Kind of don't want this to take up a bunch of space, so that's not what I want. If I do that though, what am I gonna put right here? It's glitching out right here. It looks like it's the fountain, but the fountain shouldn't be. Whatever. Not my problem right now. Watch me absolutely hate this, and then I just did all this for nothing. Because I know myself. Getting the exact level of stairs is a pain. Alright, I have to have something cute there. I don't want to just do beams. My goodness, hit the right key. I mean, this does require it to stick out less far, but I don't think I like it. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I like it. We can just do shorter stairs. There we go. There's a nice. There's a nice little set of stairs. We need to start with the bottom ones. How far out do I want to go? I think that's about as far as I want to go out. Right. So it's going to be fairly narrow. Or fairly not narrow, but. condensed. I don't know. I need all of these. Maybe I do. It's the meat in the middle. Yeah, I might not be able to get. And these. Oh. Part of this staircase. We're going to try to make this as easy as possible on myself. Therefore not have, not have to make things any more than I absolutely have to. With all the stone here, does this actually look okay? I mean, it's meant to be very wooden. Design, but there's so much stone that throwing some more into the design itself may not be a problem. No, I'm not sure I like that. Why does this not, or whatever, we'll just do it with the... Okay. always lose pieces. And then I'm moving stuff around or I'm deleting stuff and I'm like, where did you come from? You shouldn't be there. The fact that this isn't perfectly lined up underneath this shouldn't be a problem. I liked that this was lined up with the side of that, but I don't want to have to make more fences or make this any bigger than it already is. I don't even know where I got these fences. It says Draenic, so I must have got it from Draenei somewhere. But I don't have a lot of order last haul resources from WoD, which is what I assume that's from. I don't have many order resources to spare. So hopefully that's not where I got it, because if I need more fences, I don't want to have to go grind. Is what I'm saying. Alright, we have a fence. We might have to actually make it smaller. In order to fit like a post here. Granted, these stairs don't have to be this wide. Let's say we put these into the wall a little bit. We have to make sure that they don't come out the other side. We'll fix the element platform. There, that way that doesn't come out the other side. Put this fence post right up here. I actually think what I should do is move this right here. Move this here. And then, I don't know why I put the post behind the fence. Because I'm a dumb nut sometimes. Then move the stairs here. Ah, there's a fly. Is there a fly in my house? Because it's summertime, that's why. Answered my own question. Realized very quickly what the answer was. Alright, and then... Oh, where that is... It's a big gap. I don't know how I want to do this now. I think I do want this to be doubled. So in order to hide this hole so that I don't have to use another wall, because I don't want to use another whole wall, or a little tiny space that can be easily covered. Or I could put some bookcases down. Alright, let's see if I have bookcases that I like. I have a lot of short bookcases. How many of these do I have? Drenic bookcase. Just one. I could easily line these up. How do I get Drenic bookcase? Probably make it. I think it's a makeable. Why is my game menu like this? Okay, Drenic Legion. Locate Velen. Let's try Vendor. Torn in the Vindicar. What's it cost me? Okay, let's go get some Drenic bookcases. Gen. Crocodiles, there we go. Recorded version will be... Well, actually, no. We'll just take everybody on a journey. Hi, Meryl. Whatever you got for me, I don't want right now. Where is this guy? Torin.
I greet you.
Drenic bookcase. It literally only cost me 1 gold? Oh no, it cost 640 gold. I don't know why I thought it cost 1 gold. Get a few of these. I'll have to come back. Okay, that should be enough. There we go. What's this look like? Those are pretty nice. How many of these do I have? One. Okay, we'll get a few of these. Okay.
Caution.
All right. And then stream. The recording is not going to see this, but the stream is going to deal with the fact that I'm going to check my oxygen real quick. Like, I got people constantly undercutting me, and I'm not making very much money, so I gotta check them. Yeah, see, look how much stuff is being undercut right now. Gotta relist all these. Okay. We're back. I have to do something about this down here. That's not how I'm gonna have it forever either. I mean, none of this really is. I'm gonna have it forever. It's all kind of like this. I do still want to build off of this design. I really don't want to tear all this down. This took a lot of work, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing with it yet. But I do think I'm leaving it like that. Down here, maybe not so much. That's big. That's so big. This is like so small, and all of this feels huge. Oof, I don't think I like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So did I don't know. Don't listen to me. I just keep saying I don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want everything, I don't want it to feel huge. I want this space to feel really big, but I don't want the stuff within it to feel monstrous. I still think the fences are too big, which scaling these down a little bit might solve some of my problem. As far as like spacing goes. Does it? Do they feel better though? Does it feel better walking in here, not having everything be so huge? Yeah, I think so. I think these just being like so big were throwing me off. Maybe I make the stairs a little smaller. What size did I make these? Oh, I just moved them down to 100. So I have these stones back here, and you can't even see them. So they're, at the moment, just wasting resources. Whatever I put next to this staircase is gonna have to hide the emptiness behind. How bad would this look? Probably really bad, but we're gonna try it. I love when things somehow get rotated just totally the way they're not supposed to. The idea is good, the execution not so much. I kind of wanted a different color than this, but I might just go with this. I think I need to turn off the music. I'm getting so sick of it. I'm getting tired of it. Now you can kind of hear the building sounds more. Those are nice. I kind of feel like with this you needed like a bottom step. But I think that means we'll need another. So 60. All right. That actually looks pretty good. Just slide this over. And because it actually has some open space, I don't know. I removed those and now I'm like, maybe I should put one back. Keep this one and this one, but the one back here I think we're okay to leave out. Okay, let's do another. Oop, that's not the thing we wanted. That's not, I thought this was, yeah, okay. Not crazy. let's put, while we're here, let's put one of these back in. And another fence in. Why does this one look so much bigger? 70. 70. These do not look like they're the same size. At all. Yeah, that's objectively smaller, right? Are none of these the same size? 70, 80, 70. We'll make this one 80, I guess. Oh. Make it 75, make it look the same. Because for some reason it doesn't look the same and I don't know why. Size are these ones? 80. Okay. Can't dye these, can I? Damn. I was kind of hoping I was really hoping I could. That would have been awesome. But nope, can't dye any of it. I'm looking at the fences right now. Okay, let's put more secretive bookcase walls up here. I do want a few mixed in that are not filled. Let's see if that's all I need. These are size 150. I made more dyes of this color, but I couldn't remember what color it was, so I guessed. So I'm hoping that I guessed right. I think I guessed Timber Maw Brown. And that's what I made a bunch of dyes of, so if I'm wrong, that's going to be real annoying. Do we do the big bookcases, or do we do double, even possibly triple the bookcases, because it's going to be less wide as well. Well, probably not full triple, but more than double the bookcases. I guess I'll make them big to start with, and then if we get in there and I hate it. It is Timber Maw Brown. Okay, let's see if that's what I actually made. It is. Nice. Anyways, so if we get there and we get to the end and I hate it, then I'll go back in, I guess, and add more bookcases. I think this is actually too many. This is more than we need. Put that together so that it looks like those two are a connected bookcase, a single connected bookcase. Sink these down a little. All right, not that far. Well, we're starting to actually look like a library. I think this one needs to go into this bookcase just a little more. Give that last one some room to breathe. Squish these together a bit. I don't know what I'm putting in the empty bookcases yet, by the way. Oh, I kind of put it in too far. Okay. Wouldn't mind this floor coming down a little bit. I guess I'll worry about that when I get up there because I don't want it to be not even with the door. What do we throw on these bookshelves? Ornamental. This is a nice little... I don't think I want to put this up here. I think I want to save that because I've only got one. And then we gotta do lighting because lighting is everything. This looks like the Enterprise. This is Captain Picard of the USS Enterprise. This is Captain Picard. Don't mind me. Or do. I don't care. I'm not your dad. Onto gleaming water. I feel like I've got like a lot of little knickknacks and shit. Yeah, definitely need some lighting going on here. Let's do some lighting. Where are my wall sconces? I like my wall sconces. These guys, they're so... The lighting is so good. Nothing like having a big-ass fire going in your library. I don't like that one. Not here. I like it, but not for these purposes. I need another one that's hanging. Oh, this one's good. We'll do lots of these. These are good. Where did I get these from? Uh, why did that happen? Look at that. If I do some blue lighting out here, we'll have some really nice warm versus cold, like orange blue counter lights. That glow is really nice. I actually don't think I need the thing to be that big. Or do I want it that big for the intensity of the glow? But yeah, because that intensity is really nice. Um, is it shift or tab? It's tab. Okay. I really want the glow to be like down like this though. Because if I do it sideways, it's not going to be down. Because that's how directions work. Oh, that is hidden behind the wall, so actually I don't even have to worry about that. It can stick up like that all it wants to because it's behind the secret wall. And since I moved that room all the way up there, it's not going to show. Anyway, so we have a nice blue light coming from there. About a purple light also coming from there. Wow, that gets real big. I think it looks cool. I don't think it adds to the vibe. Sadly. Because it is very cool. I think it would add to the vibe if it was out here and lighting like this. Uh, but it's not showing when I put it behind the windows very well. And so it's not really lighting up my scene, so to speak. Yeah, so we'll not use that. Do I have any other lights? They're different colors. The light working though? You're not seeing the effect at all. Ooh, you know what we could do? Sink it in here. Well, the effect is very subtle. Not sure if it's worth it. It's not really lit up. Well, we'll leave those two there for now. Probably not gonna put one over there because I don't think it's giving me what I want. But we do have this cool lighting that juxtaposes this warm lighting. I wish it was a little bluer so that we really got that blue-orange contrast, but because it's more white than blue, like I was hoping for. Do we have anything else that glows blue? Yeah, look how nice the blue against the orange is. Oh, I love it. It's like one of my favorite mixes in my art. Mrs. Potts. Yeah, red. Oh, I forgot. We have the windows. How blue are they, though? How blue is that light? It's very cyan. Let's see how this window lights up back there. Let's make this bigger. Maybe not that big. Yeah, the light is not really doing it. Okay. It's trying to get it through the geometry that's the problem. Or having it be a shape that I can hide easily. But I think the lights that we have are the brightest blue you can get. It's a shame these don't actually glow. I bought a bunch of them thinking that they glowed, and so I was going to be able to use them for some really cool stuff. Uh, and then I brought them back to my house and put them in my house and found that they do not glow. And I was super bummed about that. These glow. I know that. I could consider putting them in there, but they were a little too bright, a little too detracting from the storm outside. And we wasted way too much money and resources on that storm to not have that be the focal point. Okay. Yeah, I think that's as blue as we're getting, so we'll accept that. I may even remove it because it does kind of possibly brighten that area up too much, actually. Yeah, because you really want the storm to be the highlight. And if I brighten that area up too much, then the storm loses the focus and it starts focusing your attention on like the furniture and stuff. And that's not meant to. That's why I had two of these lanterns and it just warmed the area up too much. I still wanted it a little bit warmer, which is why there's still one. But with the two of them, it just the idea is that you walk through this door and the storm is the first thing that draws your eye. And so if I do too much, especially because it's dark and moody and it's meant to be dark and moody, if I do too much, then it's not going to be dark and moody. Whereas these areas are not meant to be quite so dark and moody. I think these fences are possibly too light. I don't have any other... What kind of fences do other people do? I know people make fences. I've seen people use these ones. It's a little intense for the cozy vibe of ours. Let me look at some of my inspo pics. Let's see. I have a whole folder called Inspiration, and it is a hefty folder. It's more than a few gig. It's like art in general, though. It's not just housing, but it is partially housing. Okay, we're just gonna click through. All right, so this one used benches. What did they use? A fence I don't have, but I like it and I want it. What is it? Let's see if we can find it. Probably a pain in the ass to get. Which is probably why I don't have it. I have those. I have those. I have that. I have that. Don't have that, but that's not what it is. I don't like that for these you have to open them up to see the fences that they sell. No, those aren't it. Is that it? That's it. Borealis fence. Oh, that's why I don't. But I do kind of want it. But I don't have many BFA resources. Let's see. BFA. More resources. Yeah, I have 137. But I think what I'm going to have to do is over the next few days farm that because I want those fences. So I think we're going to replace these fences with those fences. And I think I'm just going to take these fences off for now while I wait for those fences. I got to be so careful with what I click on with this or else I'm going to remove something I don't want to remove. Alright, so for right now, that's going to look like that. Alright, let's go back. So now that we're lit up, we can... no, not furnishings. Accents. Ornamental. You can go back to filling these. That is quite chunky. That's a chunky boy. How small can we get it? Not very small actually. I might use that in my raid room. I like the look of that for the raid room. We'll throw a Venthyr animal bottle up there. Hell yeah. You don't know what people would be doing in the library. Let's yeah, let's celebrate some of our victories here. Although I should probably put those in the raid room. Right, maybe I saved the gold ones. Are the gold ones? I think the gold ones are the AOTC. So we'll use the silver ones in here. I assume silver is just like defeating the bosses in the first place. And the gold is AOTC, so we'll save that for the raid. I need something on the wall. Not that. Really not that either. This feels a little out of place, but it sometimes. Alright, what is the theme? Or like, what are our theme colors? Um, Sometimes you just gotta throw stuff out there. Yeah, I don't mind a navy blue. It's a theme color. Um, Sometimes you just gotta throw stuff at the problem. Um, the more decor, the better, I guess is what I was trying to say there. When you're trying to make things look cool, the more stuff you put around, as long as it doesn't completely clash. As long as it doesn't completely clash, then you can generally get away with a the more the better approach. Even if people are like, why is that there? What is it doing? Does it have a purpose? Doesn't really matter. If it looks okay, it works okay. Right, this has to be hidden back there. I'm having the problem where these can't be lined up properly. Alright, so see that it's a little weird. Why is it there? Why does that look like that? Doesn't really matter because it actually looks fine. Okay, it's a bit wonky. But in general, the idea is fairly fine. You're not going to be staring at that anyway. Alright, look at that. I was planning on putting like places to sit and stuff here, but I kind of don't think it needs it. And down here is going to be a lot of places to sit. So you can come up here, grab your books, jump, jump to try to grab your books, bring them down here, and then you're going to have a cozy places to sit here. You have cozy places to sit here. So look at that. All right, let's look. All right, we're walking and walking. Oh, what's this room? Oh, I fell down because I'm a giant idiot. All right, come in here. Okay, I would say this draws your eye more than the storm does, unfortunately. But I don't know if I want to light it less. Okay, now let's try this. All right, this storm definitely catches your eye more. And then we still have lighting up here. But it's just a little less cozy. But that's okay, because this floor is not meant to be hyper cozy. So let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Oh, and look at that. That's a mess. But there's a vision that's coming together. Okay, let's start working because I need these stairs in place in order to build more. Also, I think I'm gonna go swimming in like an hour. So we'll work on this for maybe another hour. And then I'll get up and get dressed and walk over to the pool. Go for a swim for a little while. Get some exercise. I'd say get some sun, but we're not quite late enough in the summer here to have sun at 8 p.m. because that's what time it is. How close are these to sticking out my wall? Oh, that did not go the direction I wanted. I was like, there's no way. Because it's based on how your character is turned. And if your character is not turned exactly. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's exactly how far over this can be. Pretty far over. Okay, I like it. I kind of like it more without the music. I like hearing the click click or like clomp clomp, whatever sound you would say that this makes. The general building sounds, they're satisfying. They made different ones for different materials, so. Okay, I was like, these that I just made look smaller than the other ones. It's because they are indeed 10% smaller. I need two more. Alright, these are going to have to be a little tighter. I have a feeling this is sticking out the back. Alright, these are not even. I don't know if other people use like other means to try and measure their stairs. I just eyeball them. But I would be interested in finding out if there was some better method to kind of make everything even because uh, I don't like eyeballing it because it's often a little bit wonky. Alright, that looks pretty good, actually. Alright, let's see if this is sticking out the outside. If it is up on the floor that we can't see, so that is actually fine. So you want to get up here, go up here, and then we have to do this again. I used to have these ones built, but I still have to pull them down. Alright. So I have to decide if I am putting this tree in or not. I was going to, but it is causing problems, but I also have to design around it. So I have to decide if I'm doing it, because if I'm not, then my designing around it is obviously going to look very different. Trees. There. He can just live up there for right now. I was thinking of lifting this up about this level so that the tree branches weren't all over in that room. But I am finding that that is not doing that. So I think I need to maybe use the other tree, or maybe use them both, but make that one smaller. We'll see. I don't want all the limbs in there. And that is the main problem with this tree idea, is I then have a bunch of foliage to build around. Let's try this one, just not quite so big. Actually, give me this back. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, I ran into a tree. That's why. Not why I'm so bad at this, but that's why I wasn't going up anymore. Okay. So where I have them right now, actually, is not interfering at all with that room. Now, can I make this look mystical, magical? Oh, because once you know. He's from here, by the way. Vincent Boone. Not that that really matters. I mean, who gives a shit? But it is true. Right. I don't really like that. But what I can possibly do is make some roots. You said you said something was bugging you, but there, buddy. Got the silliest bark. It's just so quintessential dog. He's just got such like a dog bark. Okay, that's enough. That's enough quintessential dog bark. This is not quite. I've never quite been able to get these to work the way other people seem to be able to do. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, I just can't. I can't quite get them to give me the effect that I want. Okay, that's enough. You got out of your system. Now you gotta stop. I'll let him bark a little bit because it's good for dogs. It's stress relief. But at some point, I'm like, okay, that's enough. Like I can't anymore. Also, I'm obviously recording, so that doesn't help matters. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Good touch. Yes. Good boy. Treat. Hopefully we distracted him enough. Really bring treats into my room this time. Do a little scatter with what I have. That'll distract him. And he'll forget what he was barking about. That is the goal. Right, that doesn't look too bad. If we, like, rotate it. I don't know which direction it needs to be rotated. Clearly that did not. Clearly that did not work. I think it's because they're still out there making noise. Just the problem. Hold on 1 second. Alright. I don't know that this is doing what I'm trying to accomplish. If I bring this tree forward. Sure that I will rotate that quite a bit still. Also not sure if I need all of these trees. Need all three. Or if I maybe only need two. I think that looks better without this. Now, the crucial bit is that I don't want this just to be like, oh, there's an apple tree growing in the middle of the forest. This has to look like a mystical tree. That did not mean to all the way back there. I was trying to see if it had light. As I know has an effect, but I don't know that I want red in there. I use a bunch of these. Oops, that's... what I was talking about when I said I have to be really careful. Alright. Oh, God. Alright. It's not the end of the world. It's not that hard to fix. It's just not like I sat here going over and over and over and over these, getting their positioning just perfect or anything. Okay. That was definitely not the end of the world. And I got rid of all the things I didn't want. Or I got rid of the things that I did want. I was trying to say. Oh, that has a cool effect. That's what we're pulling everything out for, is to find the items that really have the effects. Yeah, let's turn our camera down. Makes it a lot less likely that we're going to accidentally click something. Right, get the freaking braziers out, because I know I'm going to use them. I'll probably use some windows. We're going to go for purple and blue in our tree. Ooh, that's actually better than I expected. Yeah, I think those will be good. Probably some of these. Yeah, maybe even some of that. And some of these other plants. Do these glow? They look like they glow, but I can't tell. Almost certainly gonna use some of these. Is that somewhere? Probably use some of these. Need some more space to put stuff down. I don't think that glows enough. Yeah, definitely use some of those. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can turn this bad boy into a mystical looking thing. I'm gonna move that off to the side because I don't need it right now. I think. I'm not sure quite how I'm gonna use like any of this right now. We're just experimenting to decide if I even really want to do this. Because if I can't get it to look as cool and mystical as I want it to, then there's no point. I guess I could just have it have some shit just hanging. This will vary up in the leaves. Probably when you get up in there, like if you get up to the upper levels, you're gonna see more of this hidden stuff. Do I have other plants that I can mix in here? Just this one. Biscuit. Alright. If it's gonna be purple and blue, it needs to be purple and blue. Those get huge. Alright, that's what we're looking for there. Really light up our tree. Look at that. I don't want to overpower the purple there. Like that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do our braziers. We're gonna use so many of these. Or 7 of these, because I think that's how many I have. I don't think I'm going to Belemeth or wherever it is that I bought them from. Get them right now. Because that requires a lot more effort than I feel like putting in. Because I don't have a lot of Alliance characters. Okay. Look, we're getting somewhere. I still wish that we could do something different with the leaves, but what do I have by way of hell to the yes? Hell yes. Sink this into this tree. Probably rotate it around so that it's back there. Okay. Well, I don't think that's going to work the way I was hoping it was. It's too small. Small. Trying to do like the fungus growth. I don't know that that's working how I wanted it to. Might leave that there for now. Don't know that I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to remove that. And remove that. And just rely on lighting. These are so big. Do I actually even need these? Well, maybe. It's not quite as thick as it looked with these in there. There. Let's make them a little smaller so that they're additional foliage and not the main foliage. Actually, let's put that in the back. There. I love when I can't select the thing I'm trying to select. That's great. Here we go. Engage amethyst light. There we go. Tree. Oh, that's not the tree. That tree. There we go. Maybe I should have put the large braziers of Elune in last, because those seem to be all I can select. So I think I am going to do that last. Just because I can't select anything else. And because they just have such a large area of effect. Nice, 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 nice. These crystals to look like they were intentionally placed and not meant to be hidden. This is going to require so much tweaking once I get up there and see other perspectives. See it from different directions, but that's all right. It is working though. Making this look mystical is working. As long as I hide everything in that back corner correctly. Or into the actual tree bark and stuff. I say as I just literally hide something into the leaves. I was hoping that would glow enough. I don't think it does. I just make it look like another part of the tree. Or cover these apples with it. Can't tell if that looks cool or not. I think maybe not. I do want to do something with this smokiness though. Alright, let's see what we can do with this window. I don't know that it's going to be as effective as the actual like gnome lights, but I might be able to hide it somewhere. Back here. Provide some kind of effect. Let's do more Drenethist. Let's do some more of these. Just hang them up like that. I just leave them like that. Neat. Neat, neat. We can make the actual leaves look like they're a different color. That would be really cool. I kind of don't care if you like go up and see some of the lights, especially if I kind of make it clear from the bottom that seeing some lights is okay. this one is going to be lighting from above. Or from below. I mean, I literally said from above, and I meant the opposite. Yeah, I can just do stuff like this, where it's not even really hidden. It's not really meant to be. Time is it? It's 8:05. If I'm gonna go, I probably need to go soon. Alright. I like the little crystal, but probably don't like the spinning whatever metal part. This is definitely making this very much my own invention. Definitely not a traditional WoW tree here. I like how the acorn looks up there. I actually got it positioned kind of nicely. I had to move it. I had to move it somewhere where I could see it because I wasn't going to be able to click it again. And unfortunately, it unclicks you when you go into advanced mode. So then you can't use the advanced tools. You have to re-click it again. So if you lose it with the hand, do it again. Or you'll have trouble finding it again anyway. Yeah, these ones that I'm putting like up here, where I cannot see where they're at, they're definitely gonna have to be repositioned from above. I don't know if I want that. I liked the idea of it being embedded in the tree, but I think more than that, I just like the idea of them floating around. I need more Mechagon lights. Do these provide much lighting? It didn't seem like they did, but it could be just where I was trying to put them. So let's see. Get nice and big. And let's go throw this over here. And they definitely do provide some light. Nope. Blue glow lantern. I put it too close to the tree. I should have not put it that there. Well, at least it'll be easy to find. Okay. I say that, and then I have 475 beam platforms. Blue glow lantern. There we go. Alright, it provides some light. It doesn't provide a lot, but it is also easy to bury. To come cover this armpit. Yeah, it just doesn't have enough reach. Yeah, not good enough. Okay. These most definitely are, however. Okay. Just kind of a comment that's like AI viewers go here. Why would I want AI viewers? AI viewers aren't going to sub and watch my content and be interested and engage. It's just going to be numbers on a screen. I do not understand people who pay for views. Like I don't get it. Other than maybe to try and scam like sponsors, in which case you're inevitably going to get caught and they're going to want their money back, and it's going to be, you could get taken to court. So that's a bad idea. So what's the other outcome? You It makes you feel good to see more numbers, knowing that it's literally just meaningless. I literally just I don't get it. So maybe there's an element to it that maybe people are like, oh, if I get more views, then more people, like YouTube will show my stuff to more people and I'll get more real views from it or something. But it just seems really dumb to me. I'd rather have 5 real views than 500 fake views that I paid for. But they must, I mean, given how much they spam, they must get a good amount of people who do it because they wouldn't spend all their time and energy and money doing this if they didn't get enough, if they didn't get a good amount of traffic from it. It's goddamn do they spam a lot. I need more stuff up here. I hide this. Problem is when I hide it really well, then you can no longer see it. There we go. All right, so the tree itself is looking decent. Um, but the leaves are not. Man, it's gonna suck if I do all this and then decide I don't want to do the tree after all. I mean, I guess I've only spent what, like 30, 45 minutes on it. Not the end of the world. I've certainly spent a lot more time on the other things that I completely deleted from this room. Yeah, I want like that. Just straight up lighting up there. can we hide? We do a lot of foliage like this. Um, we could probably hide a lot of stuff. How can I say goodbye to what? Yeah. Okay. We make this look natural. And we can use this to hide quite a bit. But I have to remember that it has to work on multiple levels. Um, Nice. All right. So I think this one can also work. Actually, let's do this one. It's got like little glowy flowers. Because if we make this real thick, then all the lights that we put in here are going to be basically hidden. Actually, let's make sure that this looks natural. It has to look like it can be leaves. I don't know that this one does so much. Hmm, might pass. I think I need to buy more of the leafy one. Because that one looks too grass-like. This, though, should be fine. Basically, we're going to reflower this tree. Leaf this tree. I don't like that. I don't like the hand tool. I don't like the way it works. These duskberry bushes are not what I meant to grab. But they work inside of these. You rotate them a little to make them give them a little more color. But yeah, if I do that throughout the entire tree, and do that, um, it should kind of give the impression that it's an entirely different kind of tree. I don't like these duskberry bushes. I do like the duskwood sagebush, but I think I just need to have more of this exact same type. And then can't really have a big trunk sticking out. How can we go back to being friends? We just shared a bed. All right, how closely do I think people are going to be staring at my tree? It's a mushroom tree. Uh, well, the storm definitely isn't the first thing that catches your eye, but in fairness, in this case, it's not entirely meant to be. Like, once the tree's in place, it's not meant to be really. It's supposed to be like the second thing that catches your eye. I think I can't do that. I tried. I think it's not working. I said I needed to go like 40 minutes ago, but I'm gonna go in about 20, 25, 30 minutes instead. This feels like not as cool. I thought I had this in a way that it was like perfect, and I made it too big. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, if you at it from different angles, it's less perfect. I don't like the cuts. I'd rather the cut be this way. How did I lock? There, maybe if I do it vertically, won't be quite so noticeable. Why did I put that up there with the hand? God damn it. I have to find it. Drag. Turn this lantern. Hanging Trinithus light. My bad. Not the one I just put. I think that is. One of the people that I saw do like a world tree tutorial was like, yeah, this is not meant for exploration because the way the lighting is, if people walk around, they're gonna see all the lights. I believed them. I don't want this to sound like I didn't believe them, but we're definitely experiencing that. But as long as you kind of embrace the fact that people are gonna see some of the lights, I think you're okay. Like if you're kind of doing what I'm doing or attempting to do, and making the lights kind of a part of your mystical tree, then it becomes less like, oh, you're seeing the secrets, and more, this is the nature of the tree itself. Oh no! No. I had that selected. I had the Spirit Bloom flower selected. I don't know what happened there. I think this, while more tedious for sure, um, works better than the whole bushes. They were a good idea though. They were, it was me trying to think creatively. Didn't work out, but I don't regret the attempt. Are there any other flowers that I want to simply put in here? Okay. So we're still thickening it up. We're hiding some stuff that I don't like. Okay, how do we feel about this? About all this work that I just did. Let's see. Walk in. It definitely looks cooler from like there down. Up there needs a lot of work, but that's work I can do as I get higher, like up in the builds. As I get higher up in the build, I can work on making that up there look better. But down here, like this first level, I actually think looks really good. And I do think you still kind of walk in, because you walk in, you see the stormy windows, and you're like, oh, and then you're like, whoa, and then you look at that, and then you're like, oh. So let's see what time it is. Okay, we still have a little bit of time. So let's start working on this. I was originally going to kind of do it like this, but that seems a bit of a waste. That really pretty background, or underground, whatever this is. Guess I could this up. No, that doesn't work. Okay, back down on the ground. Is this the flower or is this the... It's the cluster. Alright, what if we rotate it just a little bit? It actually needs to be up a little. See it anyway. And then the hanging Trinithus light go all the way up to here. Actually, I like how these stupid bots will come in and just comment the same thing, like, and then the next bot comes in and comments the same thing. Where's your originality, bots? Okay. I do not need this. These bigger. Nope. There we go. I deleted that big one and I could have used it, but that's alright. What was it, 150? I think it was 150. Okay, I made that way too tall. and too big. I said 150. Oh, wow. All right. Way too big. I think these are the same height. Because this goes right underneath there, and this goes right underneath there. So I think they're the same height, just for some reason they don't look like it. And then this would be the world's, like, flattest stairs. Oh, well, I didn't want to do that or that. Those were exactly where I needed them to be. Uh, but all right. At least that one snapped back. If I can't get this beam, that's gonna suck. Get this beam. There we go. Now we're getting to where I really actually have to go here soon. But you get, like, on a roll, and then you don't want to stop. Maybe we just make another platform here. That's what I'm thinking. Because we don't need that many stairs. So we do that instead. I need all these stairs, that's why I'm not deleting them. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Get, I'm not gonna make these stairs perfect, I'm just gonna them kind of slotted into place. And then I'm gonna actually go this time. Like I said I was gonna do an hour ago. You know, I may not do like this thing. I think I'm just gonna make these stairs go up to this level, and then I'll make this like a little nook. I think would be cute. Little corner nook. See, yeah, no reason to have this. Right, now what do we do? Do we do circle or a triangle? There we go. A little slightly lopsided circle there. .90. There we go. It's coming together. I'm gonna forget what this is, so I need to put it somewhere. Alright, here's all the work we did today. This isn't supposed to be out here, but it actually is really nice. But we're not going to use it right now, because I don't have a good place for it. And this is going to be a whole thing. We did a lot of work. I would say that the my stormy windows are no longer our focal point, unfortunately. But they are very cool. I still may get rid of that tree. I still am not sure about it. So we'll see. as I build upward, you'll see. I mean, I do think it looks cool down here, but I'm mostly thinking right now, because I want these windows to go all the way up. And right now I'm like, okay, well, they're going to be hidden by the tree. I don't know. All right. I'm going to go. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see my later builds. See me as I continue to work on this library, and have a great one.